Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome to today's reading. My name is Rian, and we are going to find out today what you need to hear from your future self. But as usual, before we get started, we're going to pull a collective message right here for all of us to get into the best possible vibration and state to receive your individual messages from your pick a card. So the collective message is positive change. It is time to change. Your current situation needs some adjustments. Choose to be positive, be adventurous, and do something new. Reinvent yourself. Wow, so all of you drawn to this reading, there's some aspect of your life that is ready to be shifted out, to be replaced for something more positive, okay? And I'm getting that many of you probably know what it already is. And the thing that I like here is reinvent yourself. So what I wanted to say before we get into your readings is we are oftentimes made up of the stories we tell ourselves and the stories of our past. So take a look at the stories you tell yourself based on your past and see which one is ready to kind of hit the door, right? Get out of here, because it's time to chart a new story for you. It's time for your life to really shift in a radically positive way. So let's get into your reading, starting with group number 1. All right, so we have a lovely collection of feathers here to find out what you need to hear from your future self today. So we'll get started with those, and then we have some other cards here as well that got shuffled out. So this feather comes from the hawk. Pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. Okay, so this is letting me know that the cards that are coming through for your reading today are very, very important for you to hear and listen to. Okay, so let's find out what else is next. We have flicker. New rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. So, this is what the feeling I was getting when we were doing the collective message, really. And I'm also hearing that many of you are, change is kind of being thrust upon you, all right? This isn't so much of a conscious decision where you just wake up one day, I don't know, maybe like New Year's, when you're thinking of your New Year's resolution, and you say, this is what I'm going to do to change my life. No, it's like the circumstances around you are encouraging you to change and adapt, okay? And even though at times change can feel a bit uncomfortable, just know that things are happening for you, not to you, okay? So it's for your highest and greatest good. Canary, step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. So it seems like what needs to change for you all is really advocating for yourself, being who you are. And maybe, what I'm hearing is that some of you, you've adapted to kind of fit into your circumstances, maybe fit in with the people around you right now, but that's not really who you truly are. Okay, it's kind of like, maybe you are playing the role in a choir of people, right? Where all of your voices are harmonizing into one unified voice, one unified message. But really, your voice, it's time for your voice to stand out. It's time for you to take that solo. Okay, Beyonce. Okay, Diana Ross. It's time for you to assume the lead role in your life and not blend in anymore, okay? That's what I'm getting is a big change here. Let's see what else we got cooking for you, okay? Oh my God, change. Like, I legit, guys, I shuffle these cards. I know you trust me to do that. I didn't even look at them until now along with you, but look at the confirmations here and the synchronicities of change. The frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. And a lot of us, maybe you're even thinking to yourself, good grief, like the world, myself, my family, my friends have all changed so much in the past couple of years. Like, what do you mean we have to keep changing? Like, it's not time to just sit back for a moment and just adjust. And sometimes there are periods in our life where you have to kind of do things on the fly, right? You have to take action, adjust, change and sort of process it all at one time. And I get that it feels very demanding. Trust. I get it. Like when I was, you know, it kind of reminds me of when I was in my graduate program to be a physician assistant, and it was just so much information. I was in a new town, new people. Like I was on the other side of the country, new weather, new energies, like everything was new. Like nothing was familiar in my life. And I just had to keep going, right? Because I believed in my dream. I believed in my path moving forward at the time to be a physician assistant. And so I adapted because what I knew needed to be done was a lot bigger than any discomfort that I was feeling in that moment. Okay? I feel like that's a big point here that we're channeling from your future self. That, the bigger purpose, the bigger reason here is a lot more important than any discomfort you may be having now, which again, allow me to remind you, is temporary. Okay? It's temporary. Change can be a very good thing. And we have the goddess Yamanya coming through with golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So again, change is happening like outside of you and impacting your life, but it's happening for you. Change is happening for you. The people around you are changing. Maybe your workplace is changing as well. And maybe just kind of the way you see the world is changing. And so it's up to you to walk into the future, okay? Walk into this new version of yourself that is, I don't know, maybe more confident, maybe more outspoken as far as advocating for yourself, advocating for others. Maybe this version of you that's more loving, patient, kind, this version of you that's more motivated and inspired to like pursue your dreams, okay? This is a golden opportunity here. And I'm sensing now as we get deeper into your reading that this is really going to dictate the next chapter in your life. As we're coming out of these major world changes here, some people have been finding their own, and it's kind of coming in waves. Whereas like a certain set of people is, they had to take a pause, regroup, and get it together before moving forward. And other people, they're on the path already. They're making those steps. And so I feel like, if there was any hesitation or pause right now, or you had to take some time to figure things out, like, it's time now. You figured out all that you could for the time being, and it's time to take action. It's time to actually take a step forward. All right? So let's pull some more cards to get some more ideas of what your future self wants you to hear right now. Okay, I feel like there's a bunch of cards that want to come out of here, which is crazy. They're very talkative today, these cards. Okay. But it sounds like your future self really has a lot to communicate to you. All right, so why don't we look at all of them and then we'll see what we have, okay? So we have nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Beautiful. Shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Fair woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Dog. Far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. July. Ooh, okay. We got a time frame there. Leg. Stepping into a new experience. Okay, that seems very much in sync with everything we were just talking about so far. Owl. Good advice from a wise person. And I was thinking about putting it right here, and it feels like an important message that's very powerful is being communicated to you now. So thank you, Owl, for affirming that your future self is very wise, right? Because your future self has already been through a lot of the experiences that you have yet to embark on and live yourself. So they are passing on some very good messages to you right now today. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Whoa, there we go. I'm sensing that, hold on, let me take a little sip of my tea. I'm sensing too that many of you have had this idea that maybe in the past you didn't have the time or the means to really pursue and develop. Like, I don't know, maybe some of you are artists and creatives and you wanted to create a children's book or write a song or write a book of poetry or, I don't know, create some pottery for your home or your plants, like something creative that you just maybe put off because you didn't have time or money to do so. Now is a good time to really do it, okay? This new, like, bring your creative ideas to life and have a fresh start, new ventures. Like I have a friend that's taking a pottery class that has been really therapeutic for her. She started taking it just a few months ago and it's been really lovely for her. And she's looking to explore more creative expressions because it's been very therapeutic and healing for her to do so. And it likely will do the same for you. Also, I'm sensing too that many of you are just starting to have these ideas and maybe you're afraid, right? Maybe fear has been one of the things that has been stopping you. Maybe, ooh, I'm hearing fear of what other people will think. Okay, fear of judgment, fear of criticism. That has really been stopping you from pursuing these forms of creative expression that are very near and dear to your heart and your soul. But this is a new beginning for you, okay? You are supported in this, and there is no better time than now to nurture this side of you. Oh, I love it. Okay, now what I'm seeing here is, so this is something from your future self regarding your finances. This is what was coming through with this information here, to just be very mindful of how you're spending your money at this point in time, okay? Like, don't be wasteful or frivolous with your money right now. And for some of you, that means saving your money, okay? Even though that might be hard to do at times, especially, you know, at the time I'm recording this video, it's the holiday season, you know? And so some people have been spending money to buy gifts for their loved ones. But as best you can, really save your money. If you have the opportunity, this might even be a chance for you to invest it into something. Okay, like, I don't know, invest it into a house, invest it into a stock or a cryptocurrency or something, right? And a business. So if that is an opportunity for you and it feels right, and you know you've researched it and you've done your due diligence regarding this thing you're investing in, then go for it. But in general, the message here is just to hold on to your resources for now, okay? Until, you know, another opportunity comes along. Because these golden opportunities, I'm not sensing it's so much of material opportunity. It's more like a personal development, soul growth, soul healing kinds of opportunities, okay? Now, I feel like these kind of go together here, and it's gonna go together in a couple of different ways. So it could be that this fair woman is part of your family or a family that you want to have, okay, like you want to create. So for those of you that are attracted to women or female identified individuals, this could be someone that you're considering like deepening your relationship with or getting married to or committing to in some kind of way. It could even be someone that is coming into your family, maybe as an in-law, okay? And there's something about family values that's coming through here, all right? That it's important right now to really think of and adhere to whatever your family values are, okay? What does a family mean to you? What makes a loving family? Exactly. What does that look like to you? Okay? And once you understand it, then it's time to be that, okay? Be a member of this loving family that you envision for yourself and for your life. And you know, the holidays are really a time to really think about your family because, you know, kind of traditionally speaking, holidays are meant to be spent with your family, and everybody's family these days just looks so different. And now would be a great time and a great energy to reflect on your own family and your own circumstances and what you'd like to see come here in the future as to what shape your family will take. Now here, for others of you, and maybe for some of you too, there could also be a fair woman that is a distant friend who is thinking of you. So just take a pause here while I take a sip of my tea to think if you know of any fair women from your past, okay? Or someone who lives far away from you. So we have blonde, gray, or white hair. So you may be hearing from this person very soon, okay? And they'll probably have something very important to tell you or share with you. Or it could be, if you're feeling up to it, it feels aligned, it could be a call to you to reach out to them and just see how they're doing, okay? And get caught up with them, because it sounds like there's something very important that you will hear from them as well. Now we have July here, and something big is going to probably happen in July, and I feel like we'll be able to get some information here from the tarot to find out what is this big thing that's coming up in July. So whenever you're viewing this reading, it's going to be the next July. Okay? So for many of you, it's probably July 2023 would be my guess. But who knows how many people will watch this video after July 2023. So we got here Queen of Coins, the Empress. So we got a lot of divine feminine energy coming through. Maybe it even has to do with this person. And this person, this could be an earth sign. So we have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, okay? So that energy could be coming through in a very nurturing and loving, nourishing way. I'm sensing almost like bestie energy coming through. Like your relationship is going to really deepen with this person, and you're going to bond in a very kind of deep, meaningful, and powerful way here, and really end up supporting each other coming towards July and in July itself. So here we have Five of Wands and Six of Coins. So it's very interesting because these energies are a little bit opposite. We have Six of Coins, which is all about charity, giving to others, right? We have this insect here giving out these coins, or these, you know, they kind of look like cookies to me, actually. Giving out these cookies to these other insects here, okay? And so there's this energy of charity and giving. But there's also this energy of disagreements and of maybe arguments and fighting coming through as well. And so it seems to me like the message is very clear that it's important to be very charitable during disagreements, okay? And what I'm hearing is, you know, oftentimes with disagreements and fights, it's because the other person really doesn't understand. Or maybe someone isn't feeling like they're being heard or respected in the conversation, okay? And so I'm sensing that charity and this kind of compassionate energy where it's like you're not judging anybody, and you're just allowing them to be heard, allowing them to be seen, is going to serve you very well in any disagreements or arguments that come up, okay? So those are your messages. Let me know what you thought. And if you enjoyed your reading, make sure to like and comment down below. I claim this message from my future self to kind of let it settle in and allow it to be a part of your higher vibrational states. If you love the vibes here and you like learning about your future self, your future spouse, and coming surprises, then you need to tap that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future uploads. And remember, my beautiful, beautiful soul fam, that it's never too late for your happily ever after. I'll see you next time. Hey there, group 2. Welcome to your reading today to find out what you need to hear from your future self. So we have this lovely collection of feathers, and then, you know, it's interesting because it kind of don't seem like they would go together on one single bird, right? It's a very interesting combination. So let's see what we have to start off your messages. Raven, the universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. Oh, I feel like many of you have been getting some kinds of signs from the universe that have taken your notice, and perhaps in this reading, we'll get some clarity as to what those signs are meaning. Bluebird, you are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. Oh, how lovely is that? Oh my goodness. That's a lovely energy to have coming through for you here and now. Turkey, honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Ooh, okay. So what I'm seeing here to kind of start everything off for you all is that whatever actions, whatever projects, whatever movements you're making right now, it's kind of like putting a down deposit on future happiness, a future harvest, okay? So right now, it's really about doing a lot of giving, doing a lot of service. And as you do this, you're going to really find the joy and happiness of being able to provide for other people, whether that's, a shoulder to cry on, an empathetic, I should say, ear, a hug, a little bit of money, right? During the holiday seasons, which is when I'm recording this, it's an opportunity for people to also donate to families in need, children in need, right? So it's about giving to others, okay, selflessly. And even though, even though it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to receive a wonderful reward for all your kindness, you shouldn't necessarily be doing this with the expectation that you're going to get a reward. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I'm going to do this only because I know it's going to be paid back to me tenfold. It's more really like just give from your heart, give what you're able to, and when you're able to, and just know that the universe will provide for you as well. Okay, there's these roles that we all bounce between, giving and receiving, right? So we give the store money, we receive our groceries. We cook our food, we receive nutrition. So it's this kind of energy that kind of we flow in between constantly, all right? And so for just the next few days, maybe even a couple weeks, the energy should be on other people and giving, okay? That's kind of the cycle that you're in right now. And what I'm hearing as well is that as you give to others, like something is gonna come back to you, very related to your gift, okay? So, just as an example, say you give someone a paint set, right, for the holidays. And because they really love painting, that's something that they've wanted, but because maybe money was tight for them, they didn't, invest on new paintbrushes and new paint because they needed to, I don't know, buy groceries instead or whatever. And what may end up happening later on because of this beautiful gift you gave somebody, they will gift you a painting, right? Or they will gift you something else as a show of gratitude when they're able to. Do you know what I'm saying? So the actions that you take today, you just don't know what type of blessings they'll bring you tomorrow or days from now, weeks from now. Do you know what I'm saying? So also there's this kind of energy of patience that I'm getting as well, that, what you do today, it's not about instant gratification. It's kind of about planting these seeds, All right, we have throat chakra. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. There is that word peace again. And what's coming through with this card here is that right now, in the next few days, it's more important for you to do more listening than speaking, okay? Listen to what people have to say, what people have to share. And when you ask a question, continue to listen. Continue to ask more questions so that you can get more information. They can keep sharing with you, okay? So this is kind of the energy of you're gifting someone with an ear, a patient, empathetic ear to listen, right? And you will be receiving some wonderful insight from it, okay? If you just listen rather than think of whatever it is the next thing you want to say to them, okay? So I'm sensing here right now, it doesn't seem like it's a lot about you, but their energy feels like it's a little bit more about other people and what you can do for them. So, Green Tara, goddess, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. This is really interesting as well, okay? Um, wow, okay. So, what came through with this card as I, focused in a little bit more on this energy is this is like giving other people an opportunity to step into their power. Okay. You may have felt recently or at some other point in your life that you kind of had to do everything yourself. Okay. I don't know. Maybe have you thought, like, if you want to do it right, you got to do it yourself, right? I know I used to think that sometimes when I was very impatient and very young. Um, and I I had this idea that I needed to help everyone else and that I couldn't receive help from other people because, I was independent and I am capable of doing things. So why not just do it, But right now, it's not so much like, are you able to do it or not? It's more about like, are other people able to do it? Okay. And by doing things ourselves, for other people, even, we learn as well, right? So if you ask me to do something, like it's not necessarily a burden on me because I probably get something out of it as well if I do this thing for you. I'll learn how to do something, I'll have some sense of satisfaction for doing something for another human being, right? I'll have a sense of satisfaction because I'm carrying my weight, I'm contributing to something, right? And so it's important for you to give other people an opportunity to help you, okay? Because they'll get some kind of enrichment and nourishment from that as well. Does that make sense? All right, let's pull some fortune cards here and see what else you need to hear now from your future self. Let's go a little bit more in detail. Interesting. The cards are feeling a little bit more shy this time around. The first reading, oh my God, they were like jumping out like crazy. Oh, okay, I say that and now they all go wild. I feel like that one was trying to come out and the rest just flew out with it. And, I'm going to do something I normally don't do. I feel like the green card wanted to come out. And, okay, we're going to take the first one. Let's see what we have here, okay? We're also going to pull some tarot cards out, but I feel like this deck is done. So let's see who was so jumpy. We have another bird here joining the other birds at the top. We have a parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Interesting here. I feel like this is sort of like a heads up, a warning from your future self, a little bit aside from all of these, that someone is maybe going to share a secret about you that you might not want to be out there, at least not yet anyway, I'll pull some tarot cards out for that, to kind of get a better idea on it, okay? Okay, let's do this because I feel like I worry I might forget. Oh, what else do we have here? Love. Oh, yes. Now this I feel is very much in line with what we were speaking about earlier. Wreath. Sorrow over a loss. Okay, so it looks like some people are going to need a lot of compassion and a lot of love from you. Maybe there's someone around you that that's gone through a very difficult year, okay? And they're having a rough time and they would love to have your help with that. And if other people that you know are able to help as well, like start delegating and really assist this person. And maybe this person is you, okay? And maybe you need the help and support of other people because this might be a difficult time for you right now and it's okay to ask for help. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Inkpot, problems to be resolved. And kite, vacation. Okay. So what I'm seeing here with these messages is that, yes, kind of going back to this message of you or someone else who's really been struggling, feeling a bit unsettled, a bit sad, okay? it's time for a lot of this energy to kind of be wrapped up. Okay, this is problems to be resolved. So this is a beautiful and wonderful time for you to ask for help, receive help, plan ahead to see like what are the next steps that you're going to take moving forward out of this situation, because it's coming to an end. Okay, I'm sensing there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of brainstorming, a lot of sort of. I'm hearing the word gathering. So gathering of people, maybe people that you trust to kind of help you, okay? Oh, wow. Okay, this just came through, y'all. I feel like this is like breaking news. This just in, everybody. So this gossip, it's actually not bad gossip. So gossip is basically just someone saying something behind your back, giving their own take on it, putting their own emotions and feelings on it, okay? So someone is talking about how you've been struggling because you maybe have been keeping it a secret. You didn't want to burden or trouble anybody else, or maybe you were embarrassed or something. So someone else is kind of sharing this with other people to kind of rally and help you out, okay? Because maybe you think that you've been playing it off really well, but you haven't. Someone has noticed, my dear, that you need a little bit more help than you're actually asking for or letting on. So your future self just wants you to know, like, hey, receive this help. Ask for this help. Ask the universe, ask your most trusted loved ones for this assistance. There's no need for shame or embarrassment. And you don't need to feel guilty for asking for help, because I'm willing to bet that you have helped so many other people before without judging them. So it's only right that you receive that same treatment in return, okay? So this vacation card is like you being able to release some of those burdens, lighten the load. Okay, now it's coming together. Now it's coming together. Okay, let's find out what the tarot has to share as well. Wow, what a very deep and meaningful message, loves. Okay. From the tarot, we have the King of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. Oh, this is a beautiful combination. This is so perfect for what we were just talking about, okay? So with this Three of Wands, this is saying don't give up, hun. Do not give up. You can make it up this ladder. You can climb up out of whatever hole that you found yourself in, okay? There are people that will help you, okay? There is resources all around you. It's just about recognizing it, okay? That's what these synchronicities are, recognizing it. You've been receiving signs of ways in which people can help you or want to help you. Maybe they've been dropping hints or something, and it's okay to receive. You're safe. Oh my God. Those words just felt very powerful. And if this reading is really resonating with you, I need you to comment this down below. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. So you're safe to let all these worries go. You're safe to release this burden. You're safe to talk about what you're struggling with, to communicate how you've been having a hard time. You're safe. Okay, Ten of Swords is about endings, ending to thought patterns, ending to, old ways of thinking. So it's safe now. It's safe for you to move forward. It's safe for you to receive this help, okay? It's not like you have to owe anybody anything. You know, a lot of times when someone does a favor, it's so common, so easy to be like, oh, I owe you one, okay? And, a favor, sometimes I feel like it's got so distorted over time, okay? Doing a good deed for somebody isn't really truly a good deed if you're expecting something in return. Okay? So unless that person says, I'm doing you a favor, like, don't follow that train of thought. Just receive this as a gift that you don't have to pay back. All right. And with the King of Swords here, I'm sensing that someone that you know has a really, really great idea to help you out. So listen to them. Okay. The King of Swords is a masterful strategist, very intellectual. They have a lot of knowledge. So utilize this knowledge, okay, to your benefit. It will really help you out. All right, my loves, if you enjoyed this reading, like and comment down below. I claim this message from my future self to honor what they have to share with you today. And of course, if you love the energies and you love hearing from your future self, your future spouse, and surprises coming your way in life, then make sure you tap that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future uploads. And before you go, remember that it's never too late for your happily ever after. See y'all next time. Hey there, Group 3. Welcome to your reading today to find out what you need to hear now from your future self. So we have, to start us off, these lovely feathers here, kind of like a nice collection with the blues and the greens, yeah? So you have the parrot. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. That's a beautiful message. Always love seeing that message. Starling. Oh my gosh, I don't ever think I've actually had this feather come out in a reading. Starling, that's amazing. Now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. How aligned is this? Being who you really are, your authentic self, showing up in your circle of friends, within your workplace, within your community as who you really are. Because you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're uniquely, divinely who you are. And it's time the world knew that. You don't have to fake who you are anymore or hide who you are. Peacock. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. Oh my gosh. As I was looking at these cards, I was reminded of this show called We're Here. It's on HBO Max here in the US. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. My sister recommended it to me like months ago, but I didn't watch it, and I now know that it wasn't really the right time for me to watch it. But it's about these three American drag queens who go to these small towns all throughout the US, which aren't really known to be the most accepting of people who have different gender identities, sexual orientations, or unique ways of self-expression, right? And they go to these cities to dress people up in drag and put on a show for their communities, to really show that, hey, there's beauty in diversity, there's power in diversity, and that they deserve to be loved and seen for who they really are, So it's really, really beautiful messages. And I've, cried on a couple of the episodes because so many people's lives has been changed and impacted for the better as they go on this journey of like becoming a drag queen, under the guidance of these three drag superstars, if you will. And so I feel like that message is very poignant for you. And if you have HBO Max, maybe I encourage you to watch a few episodes and feel inspired and empowered by it, because, some of these people, like, they're not necessarily identify specifically as LGBTQIA, but they dress up in drag to send a message of love and acceptance and allyship, And so I think it's just really important to know that for you, there are people out there who will love and accept you for who you are, okay? So I'm going to say that again because I feel like that's very, very powerful. There are people out there who will love and accept you for who you are. And if you don't show up as who you are, how are they going to know to find you? You know what I'm saying? If you keep pretending to be somebody else, you're going to be attracting the type of people that relate to this alter ego of yours, this other identity that you're putting out there. Once you become who you really are, yes, the truth is you're maybe going to lose some of the people who were more drawn to this alter ego of yours, okay, this other identity. But if you're really honest with yourself, you might not have really enjoyed the time you spent with them, right? Because you couldn't be yourself. But rest assured, as people leave, other people will come in to fill those gaps in your life, fill those open spots of friendship, of family, all right? Now let's take a look here. Belief. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. So with this, your future self wants to let you know that you were perfectly created. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to say this again because it's so powerful. You are perfectly created. So believe that there were no mistakes when you were created for this world, my love. There were no mistakes, okay? There is nothing wrong with you being who you authentically are, free of all the conditioning and the programming that stop you from being who you are or tell you that you are not good enough, because honey, you are. And if other people can't see that, that is literally their problem. Word, okay? That is their problem. That is their problem to figure out. That's not yours, okay? So don't own that. And the goddess here, Saraswati, the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. You know, there's a lot of creative energy flowing through the readings here today. And so for you in particular, expressing yourself creatively could be a way for you to become more comfortable and self-accepting. You know, as I was growing up, I didn't come from a household where we talk a lot about our feelings. And so the way I expressed my emotions, because I really couldn't say it in words, is through song. So I used to sing in my room to let out any sadness or frustration through song, okay? I know some people, they like to write, journal, they maybe paint or do some sort of craft like crochet, sew, whatever. So embrace your creative side here and channel some of the hurt and the pain into this art and allow it to be released. Okay? You know, some of the best pieces of art, best music come from like heartbreak and sadness, okay? And some of those people, they have been able to heal and release it and live more happy, fulfilling lives because of it. And that could definitely be the way for you now, okay? So your future self is saying, hey, put on your creative pants and embrace that within you. And okay, I just heard that maybe some of you are saying, but I'm not creative, I'm not artistic. Honey, that is a load of BS, okay? It's your belief. You believe. Sorry, fam, my alarm went off. So back to what I was saying. You have a belief, again, because maybe something someone told you or something you heard on TV that you aren't creative or talented. That is not your belief. That is not your truth. Everyone here is creative and talented, okay? It's not about like, oh, does my artwork impress everybody else? Does my singing voice sound good to everybody else? No, that's not creativity. Creativity is not meant the purpose of creativity and creative expression is not meant for the pleasure of others. Okay? That is not the primary reason and purpose of creativity and creative expression. It's about you creating something, okay? And experiencing whatever comes from creating that thing. Does that make sense? So, and I'm not saying you have to share this with everybody, you know? Like, this is for you and you alone. You don't owe it to anybody to share your work, okay? So this is all about you, my dears. So tap into that creative side, write things down. I mean, everybody can write. Don't act like you can't. So at the very minimal, you can write your feelings and thoughts out, okay? And then if you're so willing, you know, I know you got some favorite songs and jams that get you going. So sing them in the car, sing them in the bathroom, sing them in the privacy of your own home, right? Like, just release it, my loves. So let's see what else your future spouse. Oh my God, I said future spouse. Wow. But maybe that wasn't a mistake. Maybe your future self is actually with your future spouse and they're kind of communicating to you together. So we're just going to honor that. I'm just feeling we're going to honor it. Like, how playful and fun is that your future spouse is making a cameo in your future self reading? So this is what your future spouse has to share with you. to kind of echo and support what your future self is saying. So bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. There you go. That creative energy has a wonderful use. I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Cane, pay attention to your health. Okay, I definitely feel like this is calling out your emotional, mental well-being here, okay? So, it doesn't feel good when you have to pretend to be someone you're not, when you have to lie about who you really are. It's very toxic. It's very poisonous. It's very, it eats at you, So let it go, honey. Let it go. Fair man. Okay, so I know a lot of my viewers identify as female, and so if you're female and attracted to men or male identified people, then it seems like your future spouse is someone with blonde, gray, or white hair. So this could be maybe the distant future when, we have gray and white hair, or it could be, they still have their beautiful blonde locks and they're coming through for you. So I feel like that's definitely a key physical feature for some of you that were drawn to this third pile. And we have butterfly, a change for the better. So see, successfully overcoming these problems of self-worth, loving yourself, is a change for the better. Okay, look at this, like a springtime energy here. We have blossoming and blooming after winter, fresh starts, new beginnings, kind of coming out of the ashes of your old self like a phoenix, where it's like, hey, that's not who I am anymore. I'm not this person that doesn't feel good about myself, that doesn't love myself. I'm not that person anymore. I believe in myself, I love myself, and I get to be myself. Always. Now with this psychic ability, trust your intuition, what I'm hearing with this, oh my God, we were just talking about a rebirth too, and I just talked about the phoenix. Love it. What I'm hearing with this is that, as some people maybe create distance between you because they don't resonate with you being who your authentic self is, and other people come in, like, trust your intuition, because everybody that comes in, that doesn't necessarily mean they're for you as well. Okay, so trust your intuition. You're attracting all types of people from all different walks of lives and opinions, and just trust your intuition when it comes to building deeper connections with them, okay? And if it doesn't feel right, it's okay. You don't have to take it just because it's what's being offered. You know what I'm saying? Like just because someone is offering friendship doesn't mean you have to be their friend if you don't feel right about it. Okay, but if someone does feel right, like, who knows, this fair man over here, if they do feel right, don't try to make logical sense of it. Don't let these old thought patterns come in and be like, oh, like, what does he see in me? Why would he ever love me? I don't know if I could trust him. Like, don't let your thoughts go that way, honey, okay? Trust your intuition, okay? Trust it, because this very well could be your future spouse making an appearance in your life at the right time and the right place. Okay, so your future spouse want to let you know, like, don't sleep on me, honey. Don't sleep on me. I'm coming for you. So trust that bond, that connection that you and I have on that soul level. Okay, to wrap it up, we got some tarot cards for you. How appropriate, the High Priestess, which is all about intuition, just wanted to fall next to this other psychic card here. So more reinforcement that you have a very accurate intuition worth trusting. So let go of any stories to say that you can't trust yourself, because you can. Seven of Swords. So this is about being a little bit sneaky, okay? And so some people, again, they might not be their authentic selves when they meet you, all right? So you need to be able to distinguish, what is your gut telling you? Is someone kind of faking it around you, or are they actually being genuine? Okay, as you know, we do this little shuffling of the people in your life. Six of Wands, victory. Oh, this is a beautiful way to sort of sum up your reading. You will be seen for who you are. You will be celebrated, my dear. You will. Just accept it. That's your fate. Your fate is to be loved and accepted. And that's a beautiful fate to have. So if you enjoyed your reading, make sure to like, of course, and comment down below. I received this message. I received this love from my future self and my future spouse, because you got a double appearance here. You got a dynamic duo coming through for you. And if you enjoy these readings about your future self, future spouse, and coming surprises, you know what you gotta do. You gotta hit that subscribe button, boo, so you don't miss out on future uploads. And one last thing before you go, remember that it's never too late for your happily ever after. Take care, loves.